So yeah, the JBL Go 3, I'm gonna tell you straight away, it's a letdown. But let me explain why. Hey there, music lover, it's Brian from Accessify, and on this channel we do unboxings, reviews, and much more of accessories for your tech. So if any of that interests you, you know what to do. Before we talk about why the JBL Go 3 is a letdown, I want to thank this amazing person who asked if I could make this video, and I'm so glad I could do this. If you have something that you want me to check out, please let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to do it. If you find that I'm a little meh today with my voice, it's because I'm a little congested, so hey, but we're still gonna make this high quality video just for you. Alrighty, the JBL Go 3. I actually bought two different versions of these because apparently you could buy one that JBL's calling the eco-friendly, and then there's the standard. So the eco-friendly is using 100% recycled fabrics and up to 90% recycled plastics for the box and for the Go 3 itself. And when I was purchasing these, I asked myself, I wonder if they're the same. And I will say, just looking at the boxes alone, they are completely different, but the materials used for the Eco Go 3 feels slightly different than the non-Eco. It's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of a bit more softer in my opinion. Anyway, sound quality, couldn't tell a difference. So overall, honestly, no matter what version you buy, rest assured you're getting the same product. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the size and weight of this guy. So it comes in at a size of 3.4 inches tall, 1.6 inches wide, and 3 inches tall, with a weight of only 207 grams. Now, picking up this little guy from the box, I really like the looks that the Go 3 has, and I'm really digging this white and blue color. You're probably gonna see this for the majority of the review, but honestly, there are so many other colors to choose from, so finding one should be no problem. We have 3 buttons on the top of the Go 3, 2 of which are for your volume control, while the middle button is used to play, pause, and skip your music. There's also 2 buttons here on the side, which are gonna be your power and Bluetooth buttons. Also on the other side is the fully open USB-C port that will give a max of 5 watts of charging. So you're gonna have to have at least 2 hours reserved for this guy to charge from 0% to full. Speaking of Bluetooth and power, let's talk a little bit more about those. Now the Go 3 has Bluetooth 5.1 inside, so you'll have great connectivity all around. For power, those jam sessions are being powered from a 4.2 watt speaker. Here's a quick sound test of the Go 3 for you to listen to. Alrighty, sound quality coming from a little speaker like this is really good. I do find that there isn't a lot of low end, so that kind of stinks, but that's just my personal preference. But with this speaker being small, this thing can get loud. But depending on how loud you play your music, you may find your battery life be little to none, because the Go 3 has a battery capacity of 750 milliamp hours, with JBL rating this at only 5 hours of battery life. But hey, at least if you forget to turn it off, the Go 3 does turn itself off. The little fabric loop on the side seems very well attached internally, so hooking this to your bag or anything should be no problem. At the bottom, we have these rubber anti-slip lines to prevent the speaker from, walking by itself. Unfortunately, I don't think these are that great, as in high volumes, I could still see the speaker moving on the surface I put it on. So I think this is mainly here just for looks, but don't even get me started on the back, because if you were to lay the speaker down then start playing music, that little guy's going places, literally. It's ever so slightly rubber on the bottom, but it has no grip whatsoever. So if you plan to lay your speaker down, make sure it's not gonna fall off the edge of a table. What I do like to see, however, is the Go 3 having an IP67 water and dust resistance rating, so you could fully submerge this guy in less than a meter of water for under 30 minutes. And dust resistance being the maximum rating you can achieve, honestly, no matter what environment you're using the speaker, it should handle it no problem. All right, it's come to that time why I think the JBL Go 3 is a letdown. First up is that battery life, and only getting a max of 5 hours is a little sad, as other speakers in its price range can have 10 or more hours of battery life. Now, I understand some speakers have a bigger size so they could support this bigger battery, but even if the Go 3 was slightly bigger, I would totally be okay with it. Some speakers even give you the ability to see the battery life on your device. The Go 3 can't do that, so you're going in blind on how much battery life you have left. Second is that exposed USB-C port. Now, even though this Go 3 has an IP67 rating, nothing's stopping dust or whatever from potentially getting into that port for you to not be able to charge or even damage the port outright. I wish there was some form of cover that we could put over this for some extra protection, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Third is that button at the top. Now, while the button here allows you to play, pause, and skip your music, for some reason, you can't reverse your music. So if you want to play the same song you just heard, like I tend to do often, you need to go to your device and actually manually reverse your music. Something so simple that honestly kind of brings down the user experience. Fourth is there's no microphone built in, so you're not able to take any calls or anything on this speaker. You must use your phone to take the call or just to even summon your smart assistant like A, G, or S. Now, I think not having a microphone isn't the end of the world, but honestly, for some people, that might be a downside. Fifth are the meh anti-slip rubber lines at the bottom and the back. If they just made this bottom section, I think, just a solid rubber, there would be no issues, especially that backside with no grip here. This needs to be fixed. Number 6 is there's no Bluetooth multipoint. So with this, you can only have a max of one device connected to the speaker at once. So if you find that you use your speaker for multiple devices, you need to push the Bluetooth button and then manually pair the speaker back to the device you want. Number 7, which I think is the biggest downside, is you can't use JBL Party Boost with this speaker. Which, if you don't know what that is, it gives you the ability to daisy chain speakers together. So your Go 3 can't connect to other Go 3s or other JBL speakers. JBL hides this feature for their more expensive models of Bluetooth speakers, which is sad since Soundcore gives this feature to any speaker as long as it can handle the tech. I mean, JBL sells the Go 3 in packs of 2, but you can't use Party Boost with them. So if you have a Go 3 and your buddy has a Go 3, you guys are not able to pair them together so that way you can get a better stereo sounding feel. You guys are gonna have to pick which speaker is gonna have the music. Finally, this is something that I like, but the ability to control the sound that comes out of the Go 3. Give me the ability to do some custom EQ so I can increase or decrease different frequencies to what I like to hear. Honestly, I feel like that just makes the user experience way more fun. Now, with all of that out of the way, the JBL Go 3 at the time of this recording comes in at $50 for both the Eco and standard version, and to be quite honest, you're paying for brand and looks. Listen, sound quality is great and I won't deny that here, but the fact that something for less than the price like the Soundcore Mini 3 has way more features for that $40 price tag it has. Sometimes even 30 bucks if you're lucky. Now, I'm not trying to be biased here to Soundcore or anything. Yeah, it may not have cool looks as the Go 3, but don't you want to know that when the item you're buying is giving you all the best features possible for that really good budget price? Makes it a no-brainer for me to say no to the Go 3 and say yes to something different. All right, hopefully you feel the same way, but if you want to check out the Go 3 for yourself, I'll leave a link down in the video description. Now, if you do want an alternative to the Go 3, I do recommend you go watch my full review of the Soundcore Mini 3, as that's probably the speaker I would buy instead of this one. All right, see you later. Deuces.